Good evening, everybody. Thank you for having me. And now I want to move to the next screen, so I can move quickly to the second one. We're going to talk about fellowships, Rotary fellowships. Of course, we do know fellowships in the sense that we sometimes get together and we have some drinks and some laughs. We talk about our daily work and our friends. But today we're going to talk about other kind of fellowship. These are the topics, what are fellowships about, the organization, the target group, some examples, and how to get involved. So basically, Rotary fellowships are international groups that share a common passion. Usually we have in a Rotary club, we have people, members of all kind of backgrounds. We have lawyers, doctors, we have businessmen, we have every kind of walk of life, people with different kind of professions get together into a Rotary club and serve their community and the international community as well. Fellowships are more about getting people that like the same things. It might be doing a hobby, but it might be also people that have the same profession, like lawyers or doctors or other professions. So in 1930, the first fellowship was formed by Rotarians that wanted to get together that spoke Esperanto. That is a language that they were trying to move to become a world language. And so early on, there was this first fellowship that was formed in doing this. It took some time before the next fellowship was started. I think more than 15 years after that. But after that, it started to move quite quick. So fellowships are intended to unite individuals around a common interest, being it cultural, vocational, recreational activities. And the primary purpose of it is to network, to build friendship and community. So what is the big idea? The big idea of fellowship is to have fun. We do have fun in working together and serving our community. In these fellowships, we meet new friends. I can see it more like a crossbreed between Rotary clubs in which we get to learn new people, new members. Does not to have to be Rotarians anymore, but about that we're going to see later on. Just to explore hobbies and professions and to enhance the Rotary experience. How are these fellowships organized? Well, basically they are associations which have standard bylaws provided by Rotary International. So in order to become a fellowship, you will have to apply to Rotary International, and only when they see that there is this gap, if there isn't any other fellowship that exists with the same bylaws and intentions, then only then they will accept you to have that fellowship. It has its own board of directors, which is elected, and every 3 years there is an election. It needs to comply with the Rotary international policies on fellowships, and it has to file the annual report to Rotary International. The target groups of fellowships are individuals. We're talking about Rotarians, Rotaractors, but their families and other participants are also welcome, like alumni from Rotary programs. I see over the years that the fellowships are being more relaxed. The idea behind this is that Rotary not only wants to enhance the experience for the Rotarians and the Rotaractors, it was to also open the doors to other people that maybe they don't know Rotary or Rotaract, and by means of fellowships can have a glance on our organization and maybe even join us in the future. There is no obligation in having Rotarians and Rotaractors to be in the board. In the past, it was obligatory that there must be Rotarians in the board, but that rule has been also relaxed. Examples of fellowships, well, you name it and it exists. And it might be a challenge to make new ones in the future. But as of 2023, more than 100 fellowships already exist and are active. One of them is the fellowship on cycling. Another one is close to my heart, is the International Fellowship on Flying Rotarians. I'm not a member yet. I spoke to them about it though, to become a member. Another fellowship is on scuba diving. You see these two gentlemen went a long way to exchange their club's banners underwater. So they're creative. And there are fellowships all over the world. More than 150 countries have fellowships already established. You have fellowships on bowling, camping, on coffee lovers, cricket, you name it, on cruising, there is a fellowship. Even on skiing, and at this moment, we count more than 50,000 people, not only Rotarians, people and Rotaractors, part of this new option of Rotary to its members. There are fellowships on empowering women, on fishing. I know that our district governor is a fanatic in fishing. Flying. I am a member of the fellowship on genealogists, and there's also on golf. People that love old cars, classics, there's a fellowship for them. And jazz lovers, lawyers, LGBT, marathon runners. So you have fellowships on almost everything that you may think of. I saw that there isn't a fellowship yet on real estate, people that love to talk about real estate, so that might be a gap. And in our Caribbean area, there is a fellowship on rum. Rotarians in the district 7020 started the rum drum, that is the Drinking Rotarians and Members Fellowship. The idea is to pass the board on to our district. Hopefully in July, the Rotary Club of Aruba will be in the board of this fellowship, and hopefully we can attract more members from our district in the rum fellowship. I have a lot of names already passed on to me, the people that want to become part of this fellowship. So hopefully the coming club year, we will be more active in this. There's even fellowships on yoga. So people that want to relax and meditate, there's a fellowship for that. I have this nice video, which I will share now with you on this topic.
If you think of what interests people have, there's a fellowship for it.
You share the same interest, you share the same hobby.
Photography is a fellowship, swimming is a fellowship. There's so many fellowships. Within the last year or so, I've gained so much more Rotary friends through fellowship. The fellowship that I belong to is a cycling fellowship, and we're able to raise money for polio just by riding our bikes.
It's the fact of taking your passions, your hobbies, and making that into a service opportunity, into a social opportunity. We do learn to surf events for high school kids, beach cleanups, things like that. It's also attracted people who are into those types of events to seek out, what is Rotary about?
So how can we get involved? Now, there's different ways to start with. Of course, to get to know which fellowships exist out there. The best way to do that is to go online to our Rotary.org website, and there's a special tab for the fellowships. When you tap on that, you will see a list of different fellowships that exist, and you get connected immediately. Some fellowships require membership dues, some not. It all depends, and the fellowships are free to have that option in their organization. You can also contact the district Rotary Fellowship chairperson if you need guidance in starting a new fellowship. Of course, that would be the next step to do something new and attract members from around the world onto your fellowship, but that is also possible. You can publicize fellowship-sponsored events on your club website, and by that you help them out to even grow more and get members from your club interested in a specific fellowship, or invite a local fellowship officer to speak at your weekly club meetings about their activities.